Okay, my ninjas. I know I said this last review, but I can say it from the deepest, darkest crevices of my heart and mean it. Fuck Danzo. He has the nerve to sit in front of Hanzo all, like he's on his side and he's the one pulling the strings behind the curtains. And he has the audacity to come up to the Akatsuki as someone named Kanzo. Kanzo? Are you fucking serious? Originally with the Sasuke versus Danzo fight when he was killed, I did feel bad for him at that point. I did. Because the flashback with him trying to catch up with Hiruzen, everything about the flashback just gave me, I was pitiful for that man. But now I'm going to go back to the episode and watch his death and fucking laugh. He deserved it. And just like last week, there are a lot of complaints about this being filler, even though we're only getting 4 more filler after this episode, and then we're staying canon for the rest of the year, or so says the animator. But anyway, this episode was still great, filler or not, fuck what you're saying. I loved it. But the entire episode was sad, even though like 60% of it were the Akatsuki, being happy that Hanzo actually accepted them, or so they thought. We all know what happens in the end, so I'm just like, man, I wish their celebration could go on a few more days because they deserved it. They haven't done anything wrong. Danzo is the one that fucked everything up for them. So their celebration, it just kind of touched me right here because they really think they accomplished something. I'm not going to say they didn't accomplish anything, but they think that they're moving on up, to the east side. But, fuck, man. Just seeing them so happy the entire episode and me knowing myself that they're all about to get fucked over sucks, man. It's like knowing a train wreck is about to come tomorrow, but there's nothing you can do about it, and a lot of people are going to die. You just feel horrible. I felt horrible watching this, but it was a great horrible. It was great animation. I just love this episode, period. But Kyusuke and the other, big guy that looks like Buddha, they are awesome, man. They deserve to be in the manga, at least for that part. It sucks that they are technically fodder, even though they have names, but they are just filler shinobi. But how Kyusuke sacrificed himself to save the name of the Akatsuki and protect Yahiko's dream, that was just amazing right there. I was not expecting anything like that. I thought they were all going to get wiped out like as soon. Even though they technically did, they fought for the Akatsuki and Yahiko's dream. So Kyusuke and the Buddha guy, they got my respect, man. They are the original Akatsuki, and they deserve that name. And Obito just went in. So did Zetsu. But, wow. Obito using the wood style again to just demolish these dudes. Why doesn't he do this in the current time in the war? But rest in peace, Kyusuke the Swift. You were awesome. It sucks you were only in 2 or 3 episodes. You deserve the spotlight a little bit more because he is one of the original members of the Akatsuki. And it sucks to see someone as pure-hearted as that be taken out by some bullshit like Obito's OP-ass Sharingan. Obito's an asshole, but he's a lovable asshole. Danzo's just an asshole. Now, although we've all seen the confrontation between Hanzo, Yahiko, and Nagato, it's nice to get a refresher, and it's also nice that they threw in how Conan got captured and why the rest of the Akatsuki were not by their side. Obito just murked them. And the rest of the episode speaks for itself. We all know the story. Nagato goes apeshit and destroys those ninja, and then that's how pain is born from Yahiko's body, pretty much. And Obito, his manipulation skills are off the charts. He's up there with the white pedophile himself, and we all know the rest of the story, like I said, so I don't have to really go into it, but it was nice to see, exactly what went on behind the scenes, what we weren't shown in the actual pain arc, like Obito's involvement, how Conan got captured, and the rest of the Akatsuki. But I like how at the end, Nagato says, Yahiko, you will always be the leader of the Akatsuki, and he literally makes Pain the leader of the Akatsuki, and that's just awesome. That just shows how much he loved his friend. But I like how when Nagato stabbed Yahiko, or technically Yahiko stabbed himself, Obito was looking down, and it reminded him of the moment with Kakashi and Ren, and he's like, yeah, I know I got you now, bitch. You gonna come to my side. But overall, this episode was great. Like I said, I was feeling bad throughout the entire episode because regardless of how happy they were and, what they thought they accomplished meant nothing because we all knew what was going to happen to them by the end of the episode. But I'm glad they did get that brief moment of happiness. They fought hard for it, and in the end, there's not one member of the original Akatsuki alive. So, that does suck, but at least they had their happiness in this episode. That's why I don't mind this filler at all, because I mean, they've had some fucked up lives, every single member of the original Akatsuki, and just seeing them happy in any sort of way, whether it's for 10 minutes in a new filler episode, I don't give a damn. They deserve it. Anyway, tell me what you guys thought about this awesome episode. Next episode, we're going to start our 4-week Kakashi and Buu filler. I can't wait to see what Kakashi went through after Obito died and after Ren's death, and maybe we'll get some insight of what actually happened with he and Ren, although we'll get that later on anyway. But I hope we get some stuff that we've never seen before, and that's just like, man, Kakashi is awesome. But anyway, tell me what you guys thought. It's been JB the Chia. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.